So imagine owning the biggest movie rental company on earth. Imagine that, right? Having over 9,000 stores, millions of customers, billions of dollars. Then one day, a tiny startup asks, "Do you want to buy me for $50 million?" You laugh, and then you say no. Today, that company is worth billions. Your company, only one store is left. So, what happened to Blockbuster? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Man. And today we're talking about one of the biggest business collapses of all time. Had to put emphasis on that shit. If you grew up in the 90s or the early 2000s, the golden era, you know, Friday night probably meant one thing. We going to Blockbuster. We're going to Blockbuster. You know what I mean? How did a company this dominant disappear, bro? Like your daddy. Let's get into it. So Blockbuster was founded in 1985 by David Cook in Dallas, Texas. Before Blockbuster, most video rental stores were small mom and pop shops. You know, we had some good ones in our area where I'm from, like Pick a Flick and things like that. But Blockbuster changed everything. The bright stores, you see the background, look at that sign. Huge selection. Now Blockbuster had everything y'all know they did, bro. Games, movies, videos, whatever you wanted. The family-friendly atmosphere was amazing, bro. Had the popcorn in there, the candy. It just was amazing. And the computerized inventory. You remember those white cases? Oh, man. So imagine walking in a store in 1985 and they actually had the movie you wanted. That wasn't normal back then, bro. We can't look at it how things are now. That was not normal. Then Blockbuster took over, bro. Just shot up. When they expanded, they exploded. They had thousands of locations. And they was brought by Viacom in 1994, which led to them having over 9,000 locations worldwide. Worldwide. Like World Wide Web. They was wild. They was worldwide. Over 60,000 employees. They employed over 60,000 people, bro. And they was raking in the money. They was up in the billions in revenue. Do you remember the Friday night trips? Friday night after school, you going to get the game you wanted. You've been waiting all week. Renting Nintendo 64 games, PS1 games up to the PS2 era. Oh man, and Blockbuster even started having DVDs too. And the candy, oh my God, we can talk. Please don't talk about the jumbo candy section and the big popcorn buckets and everything like that. And before y'all took that tape back, what your mama told you or your daddy? You better rewind that tape. They was charging for that. You know how much money they probably made off that? They probably was millionaires off people not rewinding their tapes, bro. The perfect business model.
Yes, I agree.
At that time. But this is the moment where we gotta keep it real. Netflix started in 1997. A lot of people didn't know that because I thought Netflix started around 2004 or 5, to be honest. And originally, they mailed DVDs. Do y'all remember that? When Netflix, I had a Netflix account when I was really young. Somebody in my family did, and they was mailing DVDs, bro. They wasn't streaming. They wasn't streaming. Mailing DVDs like GameFly, if you know anything about GameFly. But then in 2000, that same company we talking about that was mailing DVDs and mailing stuff, the Netflix founders met with Blockbuster. And they offered to sell Netflix to Blockbuster for $50 million. What Chris Tucker said, you ain't Chelsea Clinton. But Blockbuster laughed, just like I just did. They laughed in their face. They didn't believe in it. I mean, I understand you the top dog, bro. Like the top dog, I understand why. That you may have not believed in Netflix, bro, but I believe that you should buy your competition. They didn't buy it, guys. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you didn't buy Netflix. Because I feel like it was smart to be mailing DVDs. But hey, I do have a business degree, but that don't make me goddamn Bill Gates. That don't make me Bill Gates, but I'm thinking like, whatever. And this is the part of the video where I'm gonna tell you. Netflix killed Blockbuster. Killed them. They sure did. You laugh at me? Oh no, we gonna come back for your ass. And Netflix did. But honestly though, it wasn't just Netflix. It was kind of like Blockbuster was stuck in their ways. You know, like an old person is when they get old, they get stuck in their ways. Like me, I'm getting older now. So like a lot of my ways, I'm stuck in them in a sense, you know, like some things about me just won't change. And Blockbuster was the same way. Blockbuster was getting hit in every direction too. First, their whole business model, right? Let's talk about the business model. It was built around stores and late fees. Netflix like, what's a store? What is a store? That's my South Carolina accent. What's a store, boy? They didn't need stores. And let's talk about them late fees, because you can't be late on, the only way you could be late on Netflix is if you don't pay your bill. And if you don't pay your bill, you're getting cut anyway. You know what I'm saying? Blockbuster, you don't gotta pay that bill. I can run off with your shit. You know what I mean? But let's talk about the late fees, because the late fees made Blockbuster a lot of money. They sure did. It sure did. At one point, late fees were reportedly bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars a year, because I'm the same way. We all the same way, bro. Like, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. It don't ever do that shit. That's just how it goes sometimes, y'all. So when Netflix came in with them DVDs coming through the mail, and no late fees, but hey, you could keep Netflix stuff though. I'm talking about, once they had them with them DVDs, just like Redbox, you could keep that shit though. I'm not saying I did, and I ain't saying you did, but I'm saying there's a chance that somebody watching this video kept that stuff sometime. But that was a problem though for Blockbuster, because Netflix didn't have late fees if you're doing it the honest way. And Netflix wasn't just cheaper, it was less annoying, bro. You didn't have to worry about, oh man, like, I gotta go do this, I gotta go to Blockbuster when I get off work to drop this off, or I gotta go out my way to go here. You know what I mean? Netflix, that you get it, you put it out there for the mailman to get it, and your next one coming. You got a queue lined up for whatever movies you want if you could get them. Oh, and then don't forget about Redbox. Redbox was another one. Redbox made renting movies even easier, cuz you could walk up to a kiosk right outside, not even outside of Walmart, bro, inside where the buggies be. I know y'all know where the buggies be. I don't know what y'all call it. Anywhere else, I say buggies. Or a McDonald's, bro, where you going to get. Back when McDonald's was affordable, and when McDonald's was actually good, you feel me? You just get it while you're going, Get it while you're going. That's why Walmart got all their grocery section and clothes and stuff. You put everything in one store in one spot, it's easier to get people to shop. So Blockbuster had Netflix attacking them from the internet and Redbox attacking them from the parking lot. Like, they were ganging up on them on Blockbuster, poor little Blockbuster. And then streaming came. Netflix started screaming. Not screaming, bro. I'm South Carolina. Sometimes I say I'm saying STR, streaming. Streaming attacked the entire idea of physical movies, bro. There's no point. Well, you don't. How many of y'all still go buy DVDs to this day? Unless you like a collector or somebody that just, what's the point? And pretty much Blockbuster didn't understand that. But they did understand it, really. But it was too late. It was too late to change, bro. Sometimes it's just too late to change. You want that girl back. You should have changed when you had the chance, bro. Blockbuster started their own online rental service. They tried kiosks. They removed late fees. Then later bought them back. But by then, the brand was already bleeding money, man. It was over with. They was carrying heavy debt, and they was closing stores left and right. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy, y'all. The death of Blockbuster happened right before our eyes. There was around $900 million in debt, y'all. After struggling against the same company they could have bought for $50 million, bro. $50 million, bro. Blockbuster probably would have fucked Netflix up too, but at least they wouldn't be looking back at it like, oh my God, Netflix doing better than me. At least they wouldn't be doing that. At least they would have lost together. You don't want to see nobody else win when you lose. Not in business, at least. Maybe personally you want to, but not in business, you do not. And the empire crumbled. From the inside, bro. From the inside first, from the decision makers. And then from the outside, because Netflix was on their ass bad. And then the era changed, y'all. The era, the times. The times. You have to build a business that can stand the test of time. But it was good while it lasted, y'all. They made billions of dollars. The blue and yellow signs disappeared. The store slowly shut down. Y'all remember seeing the yellow tape going around there like it was a murder scene out there at Blockbuster. It's like a murder scene, bro. They had yellow tape going around the building, like, because Netflix killed it. The company that used to dominate Friday nights became a warning story. What happens when you don't adapt fast enough, y'all? And from this video, if you struggling to adapt, you better do it while you can. You're gonna be like Blockbuster, but the difference between you and Blockbuster is, I don't think you making billions of dollars. No disrespect, because I ain't. But Blockbuster didn't disappear because people stopped loving movies. Man, we still love movies. We sit down. You ever heard of Netflix and chill? You don't be too much Netflix going on, but hey, you love movies, don't you? You ain't never heard nobody say Blockbuster and chill. But you still love movies. They disappeared because they failed to adapt, y'all. And honestly, that applies to more than just Blockbuster, though. Things change. Businesses change. The era changes. Technology changes. If you don't change with it, somebody else will. You ever heard that girl say what one man won't do, the next man will? Well, in that case, Netflix show Blockbusters. It's your boy, man, and I'm here to tell you what happened. I hope y'all like this style, because I ain't with all that talking all proper and shit.